All right. Chapter 8, Understanding Billing in the Cloud. Every great cloud strategy isn't complete without a strong understanding of billing, from account setup to cost monitoring and budget enforcement. Whether you're managing a startup inbox environment or running a global enterprise workload, Google Cloud offers tools to help you understand, analyze, and control your costs. You've deployed your apps, you've secured them, you've even set up observability dashboards and hardened your IAM policy. But now comes the question your CFO cares most about. How much is this really costing us? That's where billing and Google Cloud steps in, not as an afterthought, but as a foundational part of your architecture. Let's break down how GCP charges for usage, how to manage billing accounts, and how to structure your environment for visibility and control. Billing concepts, the foundation of cloud financials. At its core, Google Cloud Platform billing is usage-based. Every time you spin up a compute engine VM, create a cloud storage bucket, or make an API call through Cloud Vision, that activity is metered and logged. Behind the scenes, GCP tracks resource usage per second, per byte, and per request. To keep things organized, you don't just get billed willy-nilly. You need a billing account, the top-level financial construct that ties money to workloads. Billing account basics. Here's how it works. Each project in GCP must be linked to a billing account. A single billing account can support multiple projects, useful for centralized management. But a project can only be linked to one billing account at a time. This design supports flexibility while ensuring accountability. You can assign budgets, forecast costs, and even separate billing by environments, like dev, test, and prod, using distinct projects all under the same billing umbrella. Two types of billing in two billing types in Google Cloud. Depending on your size and billing preference, Google Cloud offers two primary models. One, self-serve billing. This is ideal for startups, developers, and personal or small team projects. You simply attach a credit card, debit card, or bank account to your GCP account. Charges are made automatically on a recurring schedule, either monthly or when your bill hits a usage level threshold, whichever comes first is optimized. And then self-serve billing is immediate. No contracts, no waiting, just click and go. Two, invoice billing. This model is tailored for enterprises with high volume spend or compliance needs with invoice billing. You receive formal invoices via email or physical mail. Payments are made manually via check, ACH, or wire transfer. You must apply and get approved through Google Cloud Billing support. Invoice billing gives your finance team more control and more time to process payments in accordance with internal workflows. Billing cadence, threshold versus monthly. Google Cloud uses two primary triggers for charging. One, threshold. This is when your usage crosses a set dollar amount. Two, monthly. Once per month, regardless of threshold. Threshold billing is dynamic. It's great for environments with variable load. Monthly billing offers practicality and predictability. Subaccounts, the hierarchical billing at scale. If you're managing multiple departments, clients, or business units, welcome to the power of subaccounts. Subaccounts let you create child billing accounts under a primary master account, track usage per unit per client, generate separate invoices, enforce spending limits, or offer reseller views. Think of them as delegated billing containers that roll up into a single payer. This is especially powerful for agencies managing billing for customers, universities tracking department budgets, or multinationals segmenting charges by region or team. You can even automate sub-account creation and linkage using the Cloud Billing API. This is a lifesaver at scale. So here's an example in practice. Let's make this real. Imagine you run a digital consultancy with three core services: web hosting, machine learning models, and data pipelines. You've got clients on each. You might, one, create a primary billing account for your consultancy. Two, spin up sub accounts for each service line or client. Three, link each GCP project, one per customer workload, to the relevant sub account. Four, set thresholds and budgets to avoid runaway costs. And five, export all billing data into BigQuery and build a dashboard in Looker Studio. Now your billing is not just automated, it's auditable, scalable, and insightful. But just like that, you just turned cloud Google billing from an afterthought into a strategic advantage. When you think about cloud billing, you might picture spreadsheets or monthly emails. But in Google Cloud Platform, billing management is not an afterthought. It's an interactive, real-time dashboard that gives you visibility, control, and predictability across your entire Google Cloud platform. So let's step into the billing dashboard, the central cockpit for all financial operations in GCP. So let's navigate this. You'll see this on the screen. To get started, you go to the Cloud Console, you select Billing. Let's see, select Billing from the menu, and then here you'll end on the dashboard, designed not just for visibility, but for action. On the screen, you'll find credits remaining. All right. You'll find credits remaining. If you're using like a promotional credit, like those from a free tier, startup program, or education grant, you'll see how much is left and when they expire. And this will usually be on this page here, but I don't see it now. We must have finished. You'll see linked projects. Okay. Let's see if we have any linked outside of this. Yeah, we only have the one. All right, so it'll be here. And so this linked project has every GCP project tied to this billing account listed here along with individual usage metrics. And you'll see here, total cost 446. You see a consumption breakdown, a graphical summary that shows you which services like Compute Engine, BigQuery, or cloud storage are consuming the most budget. Okay. And then this page isn't static. It updates as your resources are used. It's designed to help you catch unexpected trends before they become budget overages. So sidebar axis, this is where configuration lives. Along the left sidebar, you'll find additional tools and settings. So let's explore what they do. Budgeting and alerts. Okay. If you want to make sure your spending doesn't get out of control, click here to create a budget. This will create spending limits, define alert thresholds like 50%, 75%, 90%, etc. You can automate PubSub notifications if thresholds are breached. And we'll dive deeper into budgets later, but just know this is where cost governance begins. Next, you'll have payment methods. Let's click on this. If you need to update a credit card, switch to ACH, or confirm payment history, this is where you do this. This section lets you add or remove payment methods, set a primary default, or manage invoicing preferences. It also shows whether you're on threshold billing or monthly billing. As you can see here, I'm on monthly billing. This helps explain when and how you're charged. Then let's go to account settings. How do I see that? Maybe it's account management. Let's see this. Okay, so this is where you control the life cycle of your billing account. With here, you can rename the account. There we go. Yeah, it's account management. Rename the account, view its associated payment account ID, and if needed, close the billing account. So important. You can't close a billing account if there are unpaid charges. And when you do close it, you're essentially pausing all linked projects until a payment method is restored. But there's good news. Closed accounts are recoverable. You can re-enable a closed billing account from the all billing accounts view in the dashboard. All right. It's like pressing pause, not delete. Let's see if I can find that quickly. Oh, that's the documentation. Let's see. So it should be here. So I could disable here. We can close out. This would close out this. System of billing admin. Let me see. I wonder what's causing this. Really? So I have compute engines going. Huh. All right. All right. Why it matters. As your architecture grows, more teams, more environments, more projects, the ability to monitor and manage billing in real time becomes a mission critical. Whether you're running a single test project or hundreds of workloads across business units, the billing dashboard gives you one, instant visibility into usage trends, two, control over which teams are burning through compute, and three, a single source of truth for your finance team. It's not just a page, it's your financial control tower. Once you set up your billing account and projects are up and running, the next challenge begins understanding your costs, right? You're no longer guessing, you're analyzing. So you welcome to the analytical side of cloud finance and GCP. So step one, understand the basics. Let's start simple. To review basic billing information, let's go to the console. Let's open the billing section. Let's go payment settings. Okay. Google's powerful data warehouse. Two, cloud storage as a CSV or JSON files. So let's break down the benefits. When you export to BigQuery, you analyze granular data like per resource cost, daily spend, or API usage trends, and you build advanced SQL queries to slice by project, label, or service. This is ideal for enterprises with complex financial tracking or chargeback models. So here's an example. If you want to know how much you spent on Compute Engine versus BigQuery last quarter, just query your data set. Alternatively, you can export the cloud storage. This is simpler for smaller teams. This is great for integration with traditional finance tools like Excel or accounting systems. And it's suitable for archiving historical data or building custom ETL pipelines. Step three, you can visualize with Google Data Studio. Now, here's the fun part. Once your billing data is flowing into BigQuery, you can connect it to Google Data Studio, GP's free dashboarding tool. What can you do with this? Well, let's find it. Hmm, it's not here. Okay, get started. Okay. So with this, you can create the interactive dashboards, the drill downs by project or product. You can share weekly reports with stakeholders. You can display trends in real time with charts, maps, and tables. You can filter by team, department, environment, or cost center. So this transforms raw cost data into executive-ready visuals. Think of it as your financial flight deck. You can show where you've been, where you're heading, and how fast you're burning fuel. So, when to use this? Billing analysis isn't just for finance teams. It's for cloud engineers managing cost spikes from auto scaling, platform teams allocating budget across dev, staging, and prod, executives looking for ROI from digital transformation, and resellers or MSPs tracking client specific usage. Whether you're catching anomalies or running monthly reports, these tools are your radar in a sky of expenses. So, pro tip, automating the forecast. With your BigQuery export in one place, you can build predictive models using BigQuery ML, Dataflow pipelines, and Vertex AI forecasting, which is for advanced organizations. So think of getting a PubSub alert not just when you cross your budget, but when you're likely to, days in advance. This is where billing becomes not just reactive, but proactive. You now move beyond just viewing your bills. You're analyzing trends, identifying inefficiencies, and building a cloud cost culture that's data driven and financially responsible. Let's talk about the next step in your cloud financial journey. Not just understanding your costs, but controlling them. Because knowledge without action is noise, and budgets are your volume knobs. So, why do budgets matter? Cloud billing can scale fast, and while it's great for performance, it's risky for finances. That's where budgets and GCP step in. Budgets let you define spending limits and set up early warning systems so you never have to be surprised about your invoice again. And the best part, it's fully integrated into your GCP billing console. So let's click on budgets. So here's where we go. From here, you can scope your budget at different levels depending on your goals, your billing account level to control costs across multiple projects, project level to isolate spend by app, team, or environment, label level, which is even more granular, like the environment at prod or the team being ML ops. This flexibility means you can track what matters most, whether it's a specific team, a client, or a department. So here's how you build this alert system. When creating a budget, the magic happens with alert thresholds. You can define percentage-based alerts like 50% of as a soft heads up, 75% as a time to review your resources, and 90 or 100% for immediate action being required. These alerts are non-blocking, meaning they won't stop usage, but they'll give you the time to. And here's where automation shines. You can pipe these alerts through Cloud PubSub and then trigger Cloud Functions, have posts go to Slack or email, or forward the signal to your financial teams. This turns your budget into a living automated response system, not just a passive line on a spreadsheet. So, credits versus actual spend. Another critical option when configuring a budget. Do you want to include credits or not? By default, GCP may issue promotional credits, committed use discounts, or sustained usage discounts. You can choose whether your budget or and alerts should include those credits in a real world spend or track gross usage before discounts for better usage patterns. Either way, you're in control. So you edit and evolve. See, budgets aren't static. You can return at any time to edit thresholds, change notifications channels, or reset amounts, especially if you're useful if your project enters a new growth phase or you've optimized your infrastructure. Flexibility is built in because budgets should evolve with your architecture. And see, that's the power of budgeting in GCP. It has precision visibility, has real-time alerts, and foundation for financial resilience. Next, we'll look at a real-world example of workflow where we tie all of this together from budgets to BigQuery exports, from PubSub to polished dashboards. So imagine you're managing a rapidly growing tech company. you've got two environments like dev for testing and iteration, and prod for customer-facing services. Your leadership wants real-time visibility into cloud spending, alerting at critical thresholds, and visualizing reports for stakeholders. So how do you build that visibility into your infrastructure? Here's how a real-world billing system might look in Google Cloud. So first, create your billing account and link projects, right? So it starts with the billing account. We'll see if we can go here. We're in my billing account. Okay. Um, we can create, let's see, manage the billing accounts. Okay, so you can create one for dev, right? Here, and you can create one for prod. So let's call this, let's do dev here. And this setup creates cost isolation. So you can analyze how much each environment is consuming separately. All right. So we're not going to create this, but this gives you an idea of how. Then you can export to BigQuery, right? So now you want deep insights into your cloud spend. So you enable billing export and send your usage data into BigQuery. This gives you raw queryable records, every API call, every compute hour, every storage pipe, broken down by project, SKU, label, or region. You need to know how much you're spending on Cloud Run and US Central 1, or how committed use discounts are affecting your Bigtable charges. BigQuery answers those questions fast. So step 3, define your budgets. So let's go back here. So define your budgets. So for a dev, you can, where am I here? Let's go back to billing. Let's go back to here. Okay. So to avoid budget overruns, you create a budget for each project. For budgets and alerts, so you set a soft cap alerts at 50%, 80%, and 100%. You're okay with the occasional overage here since it's a dynamic space. But for prod, you take a much stricter stance. Maybe even add a hard stop alert at 100%, not to block services, but to trigger automation if needed. These thresholds ensure your team is notified well before you overspend, giving you a buffer to response. Step 4, you automate alerts with PubSub. So within this, you can take your budget alerts further by linking them to Cloud PubSub. Each time a threshold is crossed, a PubSub message is published. That message can trigger a Cloud function to send an email, notify Slack via a webhook, log entries to a billing database, or integrate with your finance department's teams. This step transforms static alerts into living workflow, a fully automated and fully auditable workflow. And then step 5, you can visualize this in Data Studio. Now let's see if I can get here. Which I believe. Okay. So when you connect your BigQuery export and build a dashboard, what you do here is you get real-time spend. Oh, you get real-time spend by project. Oh, wow, it's not going to let me go in here. Okay. Looker Studio, here we go. Okay. You get real-time spend by project, top services by cost, forecasted monthly totals, historical usage trends. You can even filter by label, so stakeholders can explore costs for specific teams, clients, or features. Now your finance team gets the transparency they need, your engineers see their impact, and your leadership has a pulse on cloud spend, all in one place. The workflow is repeatable, scalable, and tightly integrated into Google Cloud. Best of all, every step from billing account to BigQuery export to dashboard is API driven. You can script it, automate it, audit it. You now understand not only how billing works in GCP, but how to control it, analyze it, and optimize it with the tools already at your fingertips. You now have a complete understanding of how Google Cloud Billing works, from setting up accounts, creating sub-accounts, and managing budgets to analyze usage with BigQuery and automating financial alerts. Next up, and our final chapter, will be Chapter 9, Google Cloud Platform Tools.